Welcome to Haunt Weekly.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Crystal.
And this is Haunt Weekly, a weekly podcast for the haunted attraction and haunted entertainment community. Whether you're an actor, owner, or just plain aficionado, we aim to be a podcast for you.
Indeed.
And we've returned from the sunny shores of Galveston.
Yes.
It is a bit strange for us because from our perspective, we did episode 190, the gift shop episode.
Yeah.
And then basically we packed all our shit up and recorded the next one pretty much in the next day.
Yeah, really close to it.
Or next day was Tuesday, I think it was,
Yeah.
actually. It was like right back to back. So from our perspective, we haven't recorded an episode in 2 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've gone feral. We forgot how to do it, man. We don't know what we're doing anymore. We never knew what we're doing. We
Right.
really don't know what we're doing now.
Yeah.
We're going rogue. But if you want to see what happens when we go rogue, you can do so at our website at hauntweekly.com or Haunt Weekly on Twitter, Haunt Weekly on Facebook, youtube.com/Haunt Weekly is the YouTube channel. You can also find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, podcast places, you know, all of them. You can find us there. Good stuff. You should check us out in all those places. Pump those viewing numbers up, or listening numbers up. I guess you don't really view podcasts, do you?
Well, I guess it would be views on YouTube, though.
Hey, that's true. It is. If you're on our YouTube channel, it is. All right. That's a good point. Excellent point. Okay. It is episode 192. That is a number divisible by 4. That means it's time to do the news. And we're going to in just a few minutes. We have a bit of a housekeeping note first. I've added it in at the last minute.
Surprise!
Surprise, Crystal. Well, you should know what's coming. And we also have our conference reminders first. Since it's an even week, I will kick off. And we actually lost a lot of conferences. 3 conferences happened.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you didn't lose them if they happened. But we lose them from the conference reminders.
Right, we don't have to talk about them anymore.
Yes, we don't. So we have some new conferences in the list. And yes, some of the ones that happened obviously are not going to be reminded about right now. On that note, everyone, coming up this weekend, August 6th through 8th in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the Room Escape Conference and Tour at the Music City Center, touring Extreme Escape Games, San Antonio Panic Room, Premier Escape Rooms, Extreme Escape, Perplexium, the Escape Game Lockout Austin, and 15 Locks, roomescapeshow.com for more details.
Okay, and then August 23rd through the 25th, it's CreepyCon Halloween and Horror Convention in Knoxville, Tennessee, at Jacobs Building. It features workshops, exhibitors, and a zombie beauty contest. CreepyConKnoxville.com for more info on that.
All right. After that, September 6th through the 8th in Indianapolis, Indiana, it's Mask Fest / Horror Hound Film Festival at the Indiana Convention Center. Features all type of mask makers and makeup artists. We'll have a bunch of tutorials and guides and things you can try on and play with. It looks awesome. There's also going to be a film festival taking place, maskfest.com.
Okay, Scary Dad's Haunted Halloween Show Part 3 is September 28th.
No Electric Boogaloo. I'm deeply disappointed.
September 28th through the 29th in Houston, Texas, at the Crown Plaza Hotel, Houston Galleria. There will be tons of vendors. There are a few spots still available. Tickets are just $10, not for the vendors, but for you to go and see the vendors. Hosted by Scary Dad Podcast, NightmareTreat.com.
Nightmare Retreat. It's got that weird re thing going on.
Yes.
It's my dyslexic butt wants to screw it up every time.
There.
Okay. Coming up after that, September 28th, in Phoenix, Arizona, it is the Arizona Haunt Haunted Swap Meet. Basically, it's the haunted swap meet from Arizona Haunts.
Yeah.
Anyways, it'll be at the Metro Center Mall Northwest Interest, hosted by the AZ Haunters Forum, HauntedSwapMeet.com for more details. They finally got their own domain for this site.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. This year they're doing it right.
Yeah,
They got a location. There's not just like some random address. Mm-hmm. And they got a domain. They're doing it up right this year, man. Good on you guys. Good on all of y'all.
Yeah, and it's a good domain.
Yeah, it's a good domain. Mm-hmm. Y'all did good.
Okay.
Real good.
November 8th and 9th, it's Legendary Haunt Tour in Atlanta, Georgia. Gwinnett Place Hotel will be touring Netherworld Haunted House in Atrox in Leeds, among others. Legendary Haunt Tour with 2Ts.com.
Yeah, they have not announced the bulk of their tours. It's still a bit early.
Right.
But Netherworld is big enough by itself to justify going. Go check out Netherworld in its new location. We went a couple years ago in the old location and had a blast.
Yep.
Definitely do recommend me some Netherworld. All right, well, that's all the conferences for right now as we aimlessly scroll past all of the conferences we're not reminding you about.
Yeah.
First item today is we've told our crew this, and since you guys are our brothers and sisters in arms and haunting, we feel the need to tell you too. And it's a quick update on our haunt in our 2019 season.
Yeah.
And the long and short of it is it may be in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Through forces not our faults, not our own.
Right.
To try to keep this as succinct as I can too late. Basically, our street is about to undergo major road construction.
Yeah.
And even though, major road construction and New Orleans are two things that go together like fish sticks and frosting.
Yeah.
Long story short, it's about to happen. Now, like I said, we have a court for a road. Both ends of our street connect to the same feeder road, basically.
Yeah.
And what they're doing right now is they've torn up the other side. Mm-hmm. It's borderline impassable already.
Yeah.
It kind of functions as a dirt road, but the sidewalks are all gone.
Yeah, and that's the other part of this. They aren't just tearing up the road; they're tearing up the sidewalks too.
Yeah. And everything actually within 5 feet of the road. And the driveways and the sidewalks and everything within 5 feet of the road, the walk-ups, everything.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's concrete and if it's paved within 5 feet of that road, it is gone.
Yeah, so this isn't like they're just fixing the road. No, they're tearing up everything.
Yeah.
So there's not safe places for people to walk.
Or drive up to or whatever. There's nothing. Or park. God help us, park.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here biting our nails knowing the same is going to happen to our side.
Yeah.
And if it's not done well before Halloween, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because it's just not safe and practical to get 1,000 people, hundreds of cars on this road in this condition. It's
right. And we don't want, kids in a construction zone, basically. It just doesn't sound like a good idea. It's not good for our neighbors. It's not good for us. It's not good for the visitors.
No. And it also puts us in a something of a bind because they're also closing the road all for extended periods of time.
Right.
Which is trouble for us because we're going to need to get supplies like wood and things. And we've bought most of the supplies we need.
Yeah.
And we're either repurposing or we've already purchased most like the 2x4s and so forth we need. But we do need some more plywood.
Yeah.
We do need some more stuff that obviously we can't get to our front door without a road.
Yeah.
We don't want to be traipsing through 3 neighbors' yards with plywood.
Right.
It just doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. So what we've told the crew and what we're telling you guys now is we've messaged our city council person.
Yep.
She forwarded it on to Department of Public Works. They've been completely unable to give us a useful estimate.
Right. Basically, this work was supposed to start back in April and have been done already, and it's just now started at the beginning of last
Yeah, and they're still
month.
sort of projecting this to end by the end of September, which would be fine. That'd be about perfect.
Yeah.
If it ends by like late September, I'd be happy with that. But the problem is, we have to make a call sometime mid to late September.
Yeah.
Whether we're going to do the haunt.
Right
now, we're working like it's a regular haunt season.
Yeah.
In fact, we did our first construction project. We did a major demolition ever. We tore the whole facade down.
Yeah.
The whole facade is gone. We got nothing but a garage now.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Weird. You walk out the back door and there's not a huge haunt there. It's like the damnedest thing.
Yeah, it's not a wall.
I don't know what to do with myself anymore. There's like room.
Yeah, but it's time to rebuild that, though.
It is. The condition of that wood.
Yeah.
We'll just say it was never meant to be up for multiple years, and it was not built with materials designed to be up for multiple years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's suffice to say.
Yeah.
But we tore it down, and we're getting ready to start the rebuild on that. That'll probably be one of the later jobs.
Yeah.
And that's what we need the plywood for, in fact. So we're doing all this ordinary work. We're just progressing normally, doing a couple hours every day, hoping to get as much done as we can before the road is closed. Yeah. And also to let us enjoy our haunt season more. We're actually doing pretty decent right now.
Yes.
I'm not feeling too bad about things. But we're progressing normally, but sometime mid-September to late September, we're going to have to look at the road, see where things are, maybe write Department of Public Works again, do something to try to get an estimate and make the call. Yeah. Because that's the time of the year we go and send out for the flyers to be printed. Yeah. And exactly. Once the flyers are printed, once the flyers are distributed, it's pretty much impossible to call it off.
It is.
That's when we're also doing the press releases. We're getting in the calendars. We're doing the press interviews. Yeah. That's that time of year, late September is when we start all that. And we can't kick all that into motion unless we're 100% sure we're going to be opening. Yeah. And it could put us in a very bad situation where we're just not sure enough. We have to call things off. Yeah. And they end up being done by the end of Halloween. We end up looking like chumps. Mm-hmm. Because they couldn't give us a decent estimate of when they were going to be done, we didn't have any confidence. Yeah. So that's the situation we're in. It's frustrating. It's maddening. I highly suspect the reason our road is getting done instead of like countless other roads in our area is partly because of us. Yeah. It's a very well-trafficked street because of the haunted house that gets hundreds of cars every year on it. Mm-hmm. I kind of think that's one of the reasons for it. At least it played a tiny role in it, maybe. I'm not saying we're the deciding factor, but it's might be one of them.
Yeah. We have decided that we are going to do a yard display.
Yeah, oh God,
However, instead of the circus theme that we usually run with, or carnival theme, we're going with road construction because that makes us laugh.
It makes us laugh, and honestly, considering even under the best of circumstances, it's likely our road's going to be closed for a significant portion of the displays outside. Yeah. So making us laugh is really the best thing we can shoot for with this display.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll make some of the workers laugh too.
I think they will. We actually bought some stuff for it today.
We did.
We found some traffic cones at the dollar store. I did not expect that.
Me either.
That was a hell of a find. Yeah. All right, so that's the situation. Wanted to update you guys on that. Send us your thoughts, condolences, any ideas you have for getting a better estimation to hauntweekly.com. Got a contact form, Haunt Weekly on Twitter, Haunt Weekly on Facebook. Just let us know any thoughts you guys got. Yeah. All right, moving on to the actual news.
Yes.
Yes. All right, well, I'll start off. What's up?
Nothing.
What'd you say? I guess I'll kick us off this week because the first story... I've never both wanted to talk about something this much and not talk about it at the same time. Yeah. There is a petition that has gone viral this past month that is trying to move Halloween, or at least trick-or-treating, to the last Saturday of October. Yeah. Now, the article I chose for the show notes was by Bianca Sanchez of the Chicago Tribune. Honestly, I had my pick of them. Mm-hmm.
This has been all over our groups. You've heard about this thing. I'm positive of it.
Yeah. It's a change.org petition, so it's not in any official capacity. It's not like a whitehouse.gov petition. It doesn't even exist anymore. I don't know. But it has over 100,000 subscribers. When I looked to do show notes earlier today, it was about 136,000. Mm-hmm. The petitioners claim the move would increase safety, make the holiday an all-day affair, let kids have the entire day to do spooky stuff, maybe do trick-or-treating at earlier hours. Mm-hmm. And the response has been, we'll just say, mixed. Yeah. Especially among the haunters groups that we're a part of, this has been roundly condemned. Yeah. On broader Facebook, it seems like there's a very divisive response around it. Now, the Mars Candy Company said that they will give away 1 million candy bars, in particular said Snickers, if they move Halloween.
Yeah, which to me just says they've got 1 million candy bars they want to get rid of. Yeah. Or that they can give away. They're just not, because they're greedy.
And here's the thing. Let's first talk about why this is asinine and stupid. Yeah. And then let's come back and talk about why it makes me mad. Yeah. Why I've switched from laughing at this to being outright PO'd about it. Yeah. The reason it's stupid is multifold. First things first, Halloween for many people is a religious holiday. Yep. It is All Hallows Eve, All Saints Eve. All Saints Day is November 1st. All Hallows Eve, a traditional time of festivities and celebration observed by multiple religions, is October 31st.
Yes.
In the story.
Not to mention Max's birthday.
Yes, not to mention Max's birthday. There you go. Think of Maximus. Think of Maximus, people. That's an excellent point. I didn't even think of that one. But yes, we must think of poor Maximus. What claim to fame will he lay? No, he'll have plenty of claims to fame. But he'll be fine.
Anyway.
But the point is... but yeah, anyways. So that's one. But to that response, the original petitioners who were coming back to... I've said, actually, we're changing our mind. We don't want to move Halloween. We want to make the last Saturday Trick-or-Treat Day, National Trick-or-Treat Day. We want to move trick-or-treating to that Saturday.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Now, I have been involved with home haunting in various capacities, both here and back in South Carolina,
right,
for getting damn near 25 years.
Yeah.
In that time, it has happened twice that the city or organization or whatever, governing body, has attempted to move trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
And we'll just go into the last one here. I think it was like 4 years ago this happened.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range. I'd have to look up the exact date. I couldn't be bothered.
4 to 6, somewhere in there.
4 to 6, somewhere in that range. Basically, what happened is like the Thursday before Halloween. Halloween was like on a Tuesday. Weathermen predicted a really bad front to come through.
Yeah.
And it sure as hell did look like it. I'm going to tell those weathermen they weren't cray. There was a bad front, and it was moving our way, and it was going to time out right to hit on Halloween night. And it was nasty.
It was.
So they said, okay, we're officially citywide moving trick-or-treating to Saturday.
Yeah.
The impact of that for us
right,
was that I had to run the day before opening, basically, to Sam's Club or wherever we got our candy from that year and buy candy. And that was really difficult because, like, the day before opening is probably the most broke we are.
It's the most broke, and it's also
most of the time
busiest. Yeah.
Like, opening day itself is usually pretty tame, unless we have something that we're still working on.
Now it's usually pretty tame. There have been years in the past where we hadn't learned our lessons, and it's not always been the case.
Yeah.
But
usually opening day itself is fairly tame.
Yeah.
Usually we're just sitting around waiting for the actors to show up and kick off the evening's festivities.
Right, doing our last checks in the morning.
Sweep outs and security cameras, sound checks, things like that. Basically working on anything electric at that point. We're not doing any major carpentry or anything like that. No. But the day before is our busiest day. So we had to run out the day before and buy the candy so we can now set up the trick-or-treat booth on Saturday.
Yeah.
Which we had not anticipated doing. We spent a couple $100 we didn't have. Usually what we do is we take the donation money from the first 2 nights and spend that on the candy and the food for the actors the rest of the nights.
Right.
You want to know what the donation money goes to? There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's about a quarter to a third of it at least.
Yeah. At this point in time, it would have been all of it. Because it was back before we were basically, donations have increased recently.
For a lot of reasons. So we went and we did that, put it on credit card, I think. I mean, we were that janked up right then.
Yeah.
Set up the trick-or-treat table, and like 3 kids came.
Yeah.
That's about it. We had Ellie manage it. She was a trooper.
Yeah.
She managed it. We called her up. called her from the bullpen.
No.
And she did it. And Godspeed, she, like I said, was a trooper, but only like 3 or 4 kids showed up.
Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yes.
No. Yeah. What is, are you the guy from Vicar Dibley now?
Exactly.
Anyone that gets that joke's our new friend, by the way.
No, I think that you're right. I think that is right. Because I was thinking was that the year that the apartment complex that moved their Halloween party up showed up.
It might have been, but they didn't trick or treat if they did.
Yeah. Yeah, because we didn't give them any candy because we made sure our neighbors knew whenever they woke us up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday to come pick up wrappers that we weren't handing out.
Yeah, I think that actually happened earlier year, though.
Yeah, it did.
But long story short, It was a mess. It was a nightmare. And all it did was create 2 Halloweens.
Yeah.
2 trick-or-treats.
Yeah.
That's all it did.
Yeah.
I mean, we still had our normal volume of trick-or-treaters on Halloween.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we lost trick-or-treaters.
Well, no, because it's not just a matter of adults deciding when Halloween is. It's kids know October 31st is Halloween. And yeah, that might change over generations if you change it, but it's going to take a long time for people to not expect to go trick-or-treating on October 31st.
Yeah. Even if you put that into enforcement today and stuck to your guns, it would take probably decades. It'd probably take a whole generation, actually, before the behavior of trick-or-treating on October 31st was unlearned.
Right, exactly.
It'd probably take literally a full generation, 20-ish years, we'll say.
Yeah. And the Mars company's probably like, well, that means that we get to sell twice as many candy bars.
That's why I'm pissed off. Because when I first heard about this, I, like many haunters out there, just pictured in our heads that these were parents clutching their pearls. And the kids, think of the children.
Yeah.
They're at 9:30 on a school night.
Yeah.
Woo! You know, we're imagining that, and we're kind of chuckling to ourselves about it. And as we should, because it's a very mockable thing, let's be honest. The kids will be fine.
Yeah.
Jeez. No, but it wasn't that.
Nope.
It was the Halloween and Costume Association, a fucking trade group.
Yep.
That actually put the petition up.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like I said, Joe Schmo, thinkofthechildren.org bullcrap.
No.
This was a trade organization supposedly representing Halloween.
Yeah.
And the reason they did it, I guarantee you, was because they felt it would make them more money.
Yep, exactly.
All that crap, all the reasons I gave, it's safer, it'll be an all-day event, all that stuff, I'm sure they didn't give one flying flip about when they came up with this idea.
Nope.
It was all about, does it make our people more money? And the same thing goes to Mars Company. Do you think they're giving away offering to give away a million Snickers bars out of generosity and the safety of the children?
No.
No. They know that if it moves to Saturday, they'll make more money.
Yep.
That's it. Or maybe it's not that even that they know it, they think it.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons they probably think it is because they know it won't actually work.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I'm not big into Christmas. I'm very, very much not into Christmas.
Yeah.
But I have watched just in my lifetime as Christmas has been bought and sold in tinier and tinier pieces. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I love about Halloween is that has not happened to Halloween. Yet, exactly. This is how that crap begins. This isn't about moving the holiday. This isn't about more kids get to enjoy. I'm doing air quotes and no one can see them. I don't know why I'm doing them. More kids get to enjoy it. It's not about that. It never was about that. It's about furthering the commercialization of Halloween.
Yeah.
That's why I'm mad.
Yeah.
It's disingenuous, dishonest, and frankly stupid.
Yeah. Well, and you've got to remember that it doesn't necessarily make kids safer.
No.
Because you've got more adults who are going to go party on the weekends. And you've got people who work in the service industry who aren't going to be able to enjoy Halloween because they work on Saturdays. You've got people who are still going to be working, you know. So it's just, it's stupid.
Now, here's the thing.
And insensitive.
I've got a better solution.
Oh.
I've got a solution that would make the Pearl Clutchers, it would make the HCA and the Mars Company and everyone else happy, and also avoid the commercialization of Halloween. It's an easy answer. Don't move Halloween to the last Saturday. Make Halloween a proper holiday.
Mm-hmm. So that we get off.
Yeah, we would actually get off.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah.
Is that not immediately?
Yes, we should make a counter Petition.
Yes.
Maybe on
Change.org. Fuck these guys.
either change.org or on the whitehouse.gov if it still exists.
I don't even know if it still exists. But the point is, if you're actually going to clutch them pearls, if you're actually going to talk about the safety of the kids, give them the day off.
Yeah.
Or it might be smarter to make All Hallows Day the day off, the day after, so that way kids can stay as late as they want to.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Like with New Year's and New Year's Eve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fine too. There are ways around this, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But make it a holiday.
Yeah.
If you do that, we don't have to move it. We don't have to shift this holiday for commercialization purposes. We get to enjoy it when we should.
Yeah.
And you get these aforementioned benefits.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's such an easy answer that the petition should have been about that.
Yeah.
And imagine if they'd said make Halloween a proper holiday.
Yeah.
Imagine how much different the response from the haunt community would have been.
Oh, they would have gotten all of the support.
You would have had every haunted house, every spooky kids group, everything on Facebook throwing their weight behind it.
Yeah.
When I realized that, it's like, God damn it, guys.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try to buy and sell pieces of Halloween, at least do it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't look at what they did. If you at least follow the Christmas template,
Yeah.
do it right.
Yeah.
They didn't move Christmas to the last Saturday in December.
No.
They made Christmas a holiday.
Yeah.
Frack me. It's just, anyway, we should probably move on, but
No.
that was my solution to this. It was such an easy and obvious answer. I don't know why no one's talked about it.
It is. I think it's so easy and so obvious. Nobody else thought about it.
Maybe I'm just that idiot that thinks of the simple, stupid answer to everything. That would not surprise me. Have you ever been so stupid you're brilliant? That's the needle I ride in my life. Crystal, take the next one. Get us out of this conversation. We're already halfway through this podcast. We've only done one story.
Well, we knew that it was going to be that way.
We knew it was going to be the
big
majority.
story.
We knew. We did.
Yeah.
We did.
All right. So the next
Fucking HCA.
The next story is about a popular haunt in New Jersey called Bane Haunted House. It's moving to Hell's Kitchen, New York. So it's leaving its current place.
In New Jersey. Yeah.
In New Jersey to go to Hell's Kitchen, New York. They decided to move the attraction after the lease was up. It claims that it just outgrew the area.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But so there's so many things.
Sorry.
Because you're going to have to rebuild your demographics and your, all of your customer base whenever you do a move like this. The people in New Jersey may not follow you to New York.
Yeah. And here's the thing. We live in a city divided by a river. And we live on the less cool side of the river, we'll say.
Yeah.
We live on the West Bank side. We call ourselves the Best Bank, but we know the truth.
Yeah.
We're the best bank in that we're like the best place to not get woken up by drunken revelers at 3 a.m.
That's true.
We are the best bank in many actual respects, but no, I understand what it means to be divided by a river like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I know that if we moved our haunt from the West Bank to the East Bank, we'd lose a lot of our demographics.
Right.
Boom. A lot of our current attendees, a lot of our regulars, they're gone.
Yeah.
I know that. That doesn't mean you slap them in the face as you're leaving.
No. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. You want them to follow you. You want to say, hey, we're just, 15 minutes from our previous
15 minutes.
location.
The lease ran out. We found a great new location. We're excited to show you.
Yeah.
Don't make it about you outgrowing New Jersey. You can make it about you outgrowing, that space, that location.
Right.
That's fine. But yeah, we were the biggest, baddest haunt in New Jersey. We just outgrew New Jersey. Fuck you. We're out of here.
Yeah, no.
Screw you, losers.
Yeah.
Stuck in New Jersey. What the hell, man? You could have said it in so many ways.
Yeah.
Without patronizing New Jersey. My God.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of ways to do that. And, New Jersey, people who live there don't have a reputation for taking
Slights
slights very well.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, they don't. The reputation is not one like New Orleans where we roll with the punches and the insults and laugh with the jokes.
Yeah.
The reputation, I'm not saying it's untrue, I'm not saying it is true, but the reputation nationally is not that.
Right. But anyway, the new Bane will open September 20th and run through November 10th. That's a really long run.
Yeah.
Building's about the same size.
In square footage.
But it's 5 stories. So now they're adding in stairs?
No, actually, they actually have a brand new thing where basically you will climb, or I'm hoping take a goddamn elevator.
Yeah, I hope so.
To the very top of the building, and you will slide the way down. So instead of taking just like stairs down like they do at a mortuary, you will take slides from floor to floor. And
like at gyms?
gyms, like at Ravens Grin Inn. But here's the thing, and when I saw this, the first thing I thought of was Chinchubas.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Chinchubas, we've gone over this a few times, but it's always bears repeating, was a charity haunt not far from us. It was the other West Bank haunt for a time.
Right.
In fact, their closing and our opening barely overlapped.
Yeah.
They closed, I think, like 1 year after we opened.
Yeah.
But one of the things that killed them, it wasn't the thing, but one of the things that killed them was a lawsuit against them because they had a slide and someone got hurt on it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the thing that really hurt them. I thought you were going to go and talk about how their building was destroyed in Katrina and they had to move not even 15 minutes away from their previous location.
Yeah.
And to a closer neighborhood, closer to New Orleans from where they were.
Yeah.
And it just killed them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
the combination of post-Katrina New Orleans and the move and losing a lot of their identity, I think is what did them in. And that could happen to Bane too.
Yeah, exactly.
But the slide thing just made me think that people are like, oh yeah, that's perfectly safe. We won't do stairs. We're getting rid of the safety issue by having slides. Slides are their own safety issue.
Yeah, like Ellie could not go to it.
Yeah, Ellie could not.
If there was not a way to get between the floors
without sliding.
Yeah, and how does and slides aren't ADA. I don't think that you're going to be pushing the wheelchairs down the slides.
If you're not awesome, you won't be. Look out below. God. Well, I apologize to anyone and everyone that I probably offended with that, which is probably anyone and everyone. But no. As part of the move, though, the price will increase too. Yeah, it'll go from $28 to $35. That's not a huge jump,
right?
But they will continue to offer. I did find this interesting: happily haunted nights on Sundays for the children.
Yeah.
So there will be times low scare haunted attractions for kids. That is an awesome idea.
Yeah, it is. There was, at one of the previous haunt cons, we learned about one that did this, a haunt in Alabama, that did the haunts for kids, but they also changed out their actors for kid actors, so it was kids carrying skids.
That is slick. That is cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
So I can just see like a little 5-year-old boy popping around in a Dracula costume and something.
Exactly. To scare the other little kids, and then they know that it's people my size, it's other kids, and then they get into haunting, and then you have your next crop already prepped.
Yeah, this is planting the seed of haunting in young kids so they can Probably could have phrased that better, but still, that's the idea. You're getting the idea into them early, and so that way that's kind of me, Yeah. I started haunting at a fairly young age at my dad's and my parents, and here I am now, a mad lad with a garage that ain't a garage.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. In other news this week, Blackout Haunted House has announced its return for the 2019 season.
Yes.
They did this on their YouTube channel. I'm just going to link to the YouTube video. It doesn't have a lot of details.
No.
Now, this is the famed, quote-unquote, extreme New York haunt. The whole gimmick was you have to go alone. The actors can touch and do things to you. You can't touch back. And it's full contact, full scare, blah, blah, blah. As scary as they can make it. Like I said, there's no word on location in the video. I watched it a couple times. I didn't mention where they are.
Right.
But they do say they'll be opening October 2nd. Now, you may be familiar with them from the 2016 documentary, The Blackout Experiments. Mm-hmm. But at least according to Yelp, I couldn't confirm this any other way. Their last season was 2014. Mm-hmm. And they did an off-season night in the 2016. Like the middle of the year. They did a random night, random little session. Gotta be honest, the reviews on Yelp were not kind.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't. I do want to give a quick shout out to Chris Gate.
Thank you, yes.
That we got this into.
Which I would not have seen because this is a random video posted on an obscure YouTube channel I'm not subscribed to. I definitely would have missed this one without Chris Gate.
Yeah. So thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's interesting. I didn't think that they were going to be back in that area. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm always perplexed by the economics of this and the business side of this. Mm-hmm. Because you're sending in people alone.
Yeah.
Which, that ramps up the fear factor. So your throughput is like, say you get one person in every 2 minutes. That's 30 people an hour. Mm-hmm. You can do 120 people a day if you're open 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's not a lot, especially for a place in New York City.
Right.
New York City. No. They're not doing that.
Nope.
So, I've always found this perplexing, and I find Extreme Haunts broadly complexing, both this and McCamey Manor and things like that.
Right. I do think of Blackout as the first one that entered my consciousness.
Yeah.
It's like the first Extreme Haunt.
Even though McCamey Manor, I think, was going on way before it, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that Blackout seems to be the first one that got the national attention. And
I think part of the reason was because it was the first commercial one I'm aware of.
Right.
McCamey Manor bills itself, at least, as a non-profit experience. You don't pay to go to it. I don't know if they're making money through the live feeds and the streams and the videos and other things they're doing. I don't know anything about that business side, but I know you don't pay to go to McCamey Manor.
Yeah. Bags of dog food last.
Yeah, I think you donate bags of dog food or dog food broadly. Which, I mean, good on them for that. But extreme haunting to me it's hot-shotting. It's a dead end in this industry, I think.
Yeah, it's not my bag.
And it's also, frankly, I don't necessarily view it as a haunted attraction.
No, I think it's something different.
Yes, it's some other category of entertainment.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Dark Horizon, a point of no return haunt to debut this Halloween season in Orlando, because that's what Florida needed. It was more haunted houses. Especially Orlando. No, but this article is by Brian Glenn at Inside Universal. Dark Horizon, point of no return will open on October 4th. It's the same people who did the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, which I have heard good things about.
Yes, I've heard amazing things about it, yeah.
Really good things about that. So it'll feature 3 houses, of voodoo.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's an episode where we talk about things that shouldn't be in haunted houses. Voodoo's one of them. Go listen to that episode. We
won't recap it here. There's not enough time.
Every time we mention haunting and voodoo and we sigh really heavy, that's why.
And an angel loses its wings.
No.
No, wait.
A haunt loses its screams.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That works too.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It also will have a ghost ship and Murder Island.
Those sound fun.
Yes. So do the 4 immersive bars.
Yes, those do sound awesome.
I would go to that.
I don't know what immersive bars are. This is just plucked from their language, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah. I'm hoping that means that bartenders and any wait staff are in like costume and it's decorated nice and maybe themed cocktails.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I would consider immersive. Yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much that for that.
They have 2 stages, lots of food.
Yeah.
They said something that was interesting, which is they're aiming to bring a quote-unquote West Coast style of haunt to the East Coast.
Yeah.
I'm straight up not sure what that means.
No, I guess at some point we got to get to the West Coast.
Yeah, and then it's not me like saying that's bullcrap or anything.
No.
It's like we literally have not been to a West Coast haunt.
Right.
We've gone up and down the East Coast by now, and and Southern. We've covered pretty much all the South.
Yeah.
And been to parts like I've been to Illinois.
Right.
Illinois, and we're going. I think we're going to try to go to Ohio
At some point.
at some point.
I don't
Maybe
know.
not this year, but maybe soon. But we've done stuff in Texas too, but we've never made it all the way to the West Coast.
No.
I think Texas is as far west as we've gone, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Don't know what it means. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. But I mean, I do have to wonder about the move to Orlando because there's a lot of competition there.
Well, no, you've got HHN.
Yep.
You've got Disney, which, I mean, we don't think of Disney as haunt competition, but they're providing the family-friendly fare.
Right,
If
exactly.
you want a family-friendly Halloween in Orlando, you're going to fucking Disney.
Yeah, well, I mean, we covered this. They have trick-or-treating, and there's, like, all of the candy everywhere.
And the light shows, and
Yeah, I mean...
they got some
it's
cool
Disney.
sounding stuff.
Yeah.
And you've got, a bunch of local area haunts, too.
Right.
Petrified Forest is one of the bigger names out that way.
Yeah.
And so they're moving into that market.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. It's a bold
is.
strategy, Cotton.
It is. It is a very interesting choice. And the reason we talk about having Halloween destinations.
Mm-hmm.
Florida is definitely one of those. The problem that we've heard from Florida haunters who aren't HHN or Disney is that it's hard to find the actors.
Yeah.
Because they're all wanting to work at HHN and Disney. Because
They want to work with the big guns.
exactly, they get paid well, they get
Good
treated
hours,
well.
they get training, yeah.
I mean, so there's it's just an interesting move.
Yeah, even if you can get the customers, getting the actors is going to prove difficult. That's an excellent point.
Exactly. I mean, I would be more worried about that moving to that area.
That's true. That's an excellent point. So, speaking of HHN,
Yay!
we have another announcement from this year's HHN. Creepshow will be coming to life at Universal Studios in Hollywood. This is the Hollywood version, not the Orlando version, so wrong HHN. But yeah, they will be doing a new maze about Creepshow. Now, basically, remember the Creepshow movie from way back. Well, not way back. I mean, it's our childhood. We're just getting old.
Yeah.
But yes, Greg Nicotero, who is makeup artist, director, and executive producer of the new Creepshow series that's debuting on Shudder, which has me excited because we have a Shudder account we don't use enough.
Yeah.
This sounds like an excuse.
Yes, and the original one was made in 82.
My very young childhood.
Yes.
I was 2. I was alive.
Yeah.
I was breathing air and
Anyway.
pumping blood and peeing in a diaper, probably. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing when I was 2. I don't remember. But the maze itself will feature 5 fables, because anthology. Mm-hmm. Father's Day, The Crate, They're Creeping Up on You, Gray Matter, Bad Wolf Down. If you're interested in what each of those stories are about, I encourage you to go to the link. By the way, the article is from Promote Horror. Encourage you to go there, get the full description. It's too much to go through in the limited time we have. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Very kick-ass looking maze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
All right.
Yeah, that's it?
Yep, that's it. I'm done.
All right.
I got nothing else to say on it.
Okay. Next, Reindeer Manor Halloween Park announces new 3D haunt. This is Reindeer Park in Dallas, Texas. We've talked a lot about them. They're on our list of places we have to go and see. They are introducing Dungeon of Doom 3D attraction. Go ahead.
Apparently they're not fans of 1990s wrestling, or they might have rethought that name.
Yeah.
Because the Dungeon of Doom was the plot to end Hulkamania in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And I will always think of the Dungeon of Doom as that.
Yeah.
The Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan and...
Yeah, not a lot's known at this time. The little video shows it being like a retro video game.
Yeah, it looks cool, like a lot of 80s and 90s video
Yeah.
game stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like very retro video game stuff, but apparently a lot of furries too.
Well, and I don't know if that's just the promotional furries or if
The
that's
promotional furries.
promotional furries or if they're furries that are actually going to be in the haunts.
We don't know if they're promotional furries or actual furries. We haven't figured that part out. Oh, son of a bitch. We're going to get some letters about this episode. What else is new? But yeah.
So this 3D attraction is joining their other attractions of 13th Street Morgue, Shadow House as their
And
main
the Reindeer Manor, of
attractions,
course, the main.
and the Reindeer Manor.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here's the thing I find interesting. They're only open 12 nights.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting because I pulled up the schedule to get when they open and close.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just get the last day and then, no, they're only open 12 nights.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a system, man.
It is. I would love to talk numbers with them.
Yes, I would. I would too. I gotta say that it looks interesting. I'm always skeptical of 3D attractions personally.
Yeah.
Because I think my favorite 3D attraction was Dark Woods in Natchitoches.
Yeah.
Because they built a haunted house.
Yeah.
And then made it 3D.
Yes, exactly.
Rather than making a 3D haunted attraction. There's a huge difference between those things.
Yeah, and basically the difference is that you either have a haunted house where, you know, the 3D is an add-on. It's the icing on the cake.
It's the
of
gimmick,
the haunted house.
if you will.
Exactly. Or you try to make 3D the scare, and that doesn't work.
And 3D's the whole reason you're there.
Exactly. Because just like with the projections aren't scares people.
Yeah.
They just aren't.
And animatronics aren't scares either most of the time.
No, I mean, they're really cool.
They're great distracts.
Yeah, but they're not the scare.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's the thing is like with Dark Woods, they had it so that the 3D was an effective distraction. It would disorient you, get you looking the wrong way, and they'd pop you from another direction.
Yeah.
They were using it tactically and they were using it smart. I respect that.
Yeah.
But a lot of places, even Netherworld, with their 3D house, it's like, look at all the wacky, crazy 3D shit we got.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it fun? Yeah, okay, it's fun. But is it scary? No, not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
All right. The real-life farmhouse that inspired the movie The Conjuring, which, by the way, the Conjuring series, apparently I have not watched all of them, but apparently it's gone into some wackadoodle territory. That's what this article describes.
Yeah.
But the house that inspired the original is about to be open to the public as an attraction you can go to.
Yeah.
Now, it will not be what we think of as a traditional haunted attraction. It'll be a place you can go, do overnight stays, hang out. Maybe if you want to do paranormal investigations, that's fine. That's not our bag.
Yeah.
But it was recently purchased by two people who were fans of the film from the looks of things. Mm-hmm. And they are aiming to make it available later this year for actual public visits.
Yeah.
From the photos in the article, which is by Jacob Dressler at Screen Geek, it looks like a dilapidated old piece of crap farmhouse to me. Yeah,
it looks like people decided to buy this house and then say, oh yeah, this was in a film. We should make this into a tourist place.
Yeah, it does. As someone that's lived in various degrees of rural much of his life, it doesn't look anything that particularly special from the outside.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's just me.
Well, and I would be curious how many fans of the film there are that would want to make the pilgrimage. Yeah. But, you know, I know that...
Now, how high is the stock of The Conjuring?
Exactly. Because I know that at least I think I know, it feels like I know, that Amityville House at one point, the house that was shown there, people used to go to as a tourist place. And it got a lot of attraction.
Well, I mean, I guess a lot of it's going to have to do with where it's located. It's located in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not necessarily the biggest city. It seems kind of rural.
No.
Are people going to make the trek out? I don't have the answer. It's like that, when they were trying to convert the, I don't know what's happened. I need to look it up. They were trying to convert the gas station that they used to film the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
This is the house that inspired The Conjuring.
Yeah. But
the place they actually filmed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they were trying to turn it into a roadside attraction.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that's going to go because its location is BFE, Texas, man.
Yeah, I know.
You can hit it kind of from where we're at if you're going to Austin.
Yeah.
You can make it on the way, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like buying, a house in New Orleans that's a destination city that people are going to be going to anyway and just,
this is an extra stop on your trip to the city.
Exactly. This is an extra spooky place you can go to.
Yeah, just put this on the list or anything like that, or even like the place in Galveston we heard about and ran into.
Yeah.
It's not even like that.
Yeah. No.
So that'll be interesting. I agree with you on that.
No.
I don't know. I honestly only vaguely remember The Conjuring.
Yeah.
As a film. I'm gonna be honest. It didn't stick with me in any appreciable way.
No. All right, so this next story has been all over my Facebook. People are excited.
I don't know why.
Because Michael Myers, actor from the original Halloween, is going to appear at Rock Falls Haunted House for 2 nights only.
In Haunted Haven in Rock Falls, Illinois.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Haunted Haven, Rock Falls, Illinois, Tony Moran. So, tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. And like I said, 2 nights only, September 20th and 21st, so early in season.
Yeah, very early.
Very.
Pretty much opening weekend for most places.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I totally approve of haunts getting celebrity guests.
Yeah.
Like when, where was it? Who had Elvira last year for a couple of days? It was, crap, it's going to hit me any second. I don't know why I'm struggling to remember this now.
Because you
Not Scary Farm.
Yes.
Had her. That's great. That is awesome. That's a great way to get some hype, get some publicity, get some traction. And that seems to be working here with this.
Yeah.
But I don't get why Tony Moran, I mean, yes, he was the unmasked version of Michael Myers in the first film.
Right.
For like no time at all, no screen time at all in the film. He was not the masked version. Someone else played that.
Right.
I don't understand. He's been able to parlay a few minutes of screen time into apparently a pretty good career of making appearances.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. I genuinely am. I'm not criticizing the dude. I would do the same thing.
Well, yeah, because if you've got...
Hell yeah.
If you've got something... If you can make money off
If you've got the gimmick, if you've got the hook,
exactly.
you run with it.
Exactly.
You run with it. This is not me saying anything nasty about him. I'm not doing him dirty. It's just, I'm curious how it happened.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it is a great idea to get these celebrities, and this does seem like it's getting a lot of attention, judging from both the haunter groups we're in and other Facebook people we know, because we actually know some people in that area-ish that seem to be kind of stoked about this. So, Godspeed,
Yep.
Even if it confuses the hell out of me, make it work, make you money. Go for it.
Yeah.
All right, this is just a fun video. This is just we're getting into the lanyap part of the episode, and that's always fun. We're winding down now. The New Zealand Warriors rugby team went to Spookers Haunted House in New Zealand for ahead of the visit by the Canberra Raiders.
Yeah.
So long story short, big rugby match coming up. The New Zealand Warriors facing the Canberra Raiders. The Warriors took time out in their prep to go and visit Spookers. The haunted house we discussed, there was a great documentary. We did a whole episode on the documentary.
Yes.
I forgot to look up which episode it was. If someone
I can do it.
Smarter than me.
Someone.
Wants to do it. Yeah, our production team can look it up for me. Not like it's just the two of us in a room screaming at the walls. But yeah, they build it as a team building exercise.
That would be episode 167.
167. And it came after there was a video of one of the team members scaring another in the hotel room.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good scare, actually. He gets
Yeah.
points for the scare for me. Unfortunately, it was all for naught.
Yeah.
The Raiders ultimately won the match pretty handily, 46-12. Don't know what to tell you guys. You did everything on the team building side. I can't think of anything else you could have done there.
Yeah.
You shared some good scares with each other, but no, So yeah, the Raiders eventually took the match.
Yeah. Okay.
I know nothing about rugby. I don't know if that's like a blowout or anything. I've got no concept of what that score means.
It seems like a blowout.
It seems like a pretty badass whooping, but
yeah, one number is really high.
But what if you get 46 points for a Wizamadang and per Wizamadang, and they just got one Wizamadang and they got 12 Uchamadoodles. I don't know rugby. I don't know sports ball at all. It was just a very entertaining video, pair of videos.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah, it was. And they did film them going through the haunted house so that you can...
For your public consumption.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so the next article is from...
The last one. This is it. We're
This
done
is
after
it.
this.
Yes.
Last one.
Yes, this one has also been making rounds on my Facebook. It's from JoBlo.com. Alamo Drafthouse is hosting a clowns-only screening of It Chapter 2.
In early September when the film's released, obviously.
Exactly.
Not right now.
Yeah, it's going to be in Austin, San Antonio, Los Angeles, Denver, Dallas, Phoenix, North Virginia, Charlottesville, Raleigh, Springfield, Missouri.
Got to
and
designate which
Twin
Springfield.
Cities. So
Um,
yeah, come dressed as a clown and watch it. If you're not in clown costume, you can't watch the film.
not in this session. You can come to a later screening.
Yeah, but what if you wanted to, like, dress up in the yellow raincoat or something simple instead of being a clown? Why couldn't you,
I mean, it says clown only.
I know.
I don't really know how hard they're clamping down on that, but they say it's clown only.
Apparently, clown green is better than everybody else's green for these nights.
You know, and here's the thing. Alamo Drafthouse did something similar for part 1.
Yeah.
This is a gimmick. This is something they do
Yeah.
a lot, where they'll do these special weird wackadoodle screenings for various popular movies as they come out. I will say that I take the thing for me, the takeaway for the haunt industry is this is a good sign. It means they're anticipating It Part 2 to be as big of a deal as It Part 1 was.
Right.
And that's good news for our industry because It Part 1 gave us a pretty good bounce.
Yeah, and, you know, it means that all of the people who bought the Pennywise stuff at Transworld,
Finally have something to fucking do with it, apparently.
it'll still be relevant.
You know, no, I'm not jumping on that. We're at the end of the episode. We're out of time. I can't go off on that tangent. Bad, Jonathan. Bad, bad, bad.
Yeah.
No, we're just going to leave it here.
Yeah.
This is a good sign. The industry's going to get another bounce from It Part 2.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. It's nice to have a big blockbuster horror movie come out right as haunt season's about to begin.
It is.
Because it gets people thirsty for a little more of the fear and a little more of the scare.
It does, and Chapter 1 did bring more people to haunts.
Yes.
Our numbers went up that year.
Everybody's numbers apparently went up from what I've talked to. At least locally. Everyone got a bounce.
Yeah.
Everyone went up.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen again.
Got a bump, got a bounce, went up.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
everybody went north, and that's good. So, You know what? I don't get the clown thing one way or the other. I grew up watching Bozo.
Yeah.
Clowns just don't do anything for me one way or the other.
Yeah.
They don't turn me on. They don't scare me. They don't really have an impact. It's just a clown. What do you want?
Yeah.
But, if you're a clown, Godspeed. There are a lot of people with that phobia.
Yeah, what about the people with that phobia who might be in the area?
And want to maybe avoid that screening.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, if you really have a hardcore clown phobia, I don't think It Part 2 is a movie you're going to go to anyway.
No.
I don't think that's going to be a bag.
No, I know.
Well, I have got nothing else. That's a lot of news. I think we should just wrap it up, frankly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you if you got any more news. I'm not putting you on the spot because that's rude, as you so politely reminded me.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of stories that got cut because there's a lot of news coming out.
Yeah, we have a haunt chat between us. It's weird. We have quote-unquote group chats.
Yeah.
They're just the two of us.
Right.
Where we share haunt links, where if we see something or run across something or a Google alert lets us know, we just drop it in there for future reference. It's kind of our note-taking app.
Exactly.
Works really well for that, actually.
It does.
It's really cool. We have a bunch of those types of group chats where we organize our conversations between each other.
Yeah.
But no, the haunt chat this past month was insanely active. We had tons of stories, a lot of haunt opening stories that we had to cut, unfortunately, for time.
Yeah.
A lot of stories about special events at haunts that we're doing or opening nights or whatever, haunts announcing their openings. Sorry if you got cut. There's nothing we could have done. There was literally, I think, over 20 stories.
Yeah.
We were lucky. Initially, it was 12 I had picked, but we cut it to 10 after I realized 2 of the stories were not super relevant, so that was about perfect. We ended up running right on time.
Yeah.
So on that note, everyone, thank you for spending nearly the past hour with us. We greatly appreciate your listenership here. We value you as part of the Haunt Weekly family. You are here with us in spirit, if nothing else. And in the haunt community, that means something.
Yes.
Like I said, This has been HauntWeekly.com, episode number 192, doing the July-August news. You can find us at HauntWeekly.com, Haunt Weekly on Twitter, Haunt Weekly on Facebook. You can also find us at YouTube.com/HauntWeekly, where all the previous episodes are stored for easy listening. And, of course, you can find us at Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever your podcasts are, wherever you prefer to get your podcast from. We're probably there, so check us out there as well. But until next time, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Crystal.
And we'll see you guys next week when we will do a thing. I don't honestly know this time around, which is funny because I said the same thing on Monday, forgetting it was a news. I knew what we were doing this episode.
Yeah.
This time I genuinely don't know, but we'll figure it out between then and now. We'll see you then.